Greetings to you from I Manage for You. I am Alok and I have prepared 3 short videos in series on one of the most important aspects of any business, and that is the income base, also called the customer account or the client accounts. Now in this part, I'm going to take you through a list of requirements which I consider as being really important to have in any client account file. In part 2, I will show you one of the files to demonstrate how the various components and structures of the file respond to the needs of the requirements we discuss here. And in part 3, we will do some practical exercises to show the practicality of that file. We will input some random data to see how it works. So to start with, let's go to the list of requirements. Now, when we create a client account file, the very first information that we should be able to input onto that file is this: the client name, reference number, and the date of joining. This helps us to identify that particular file with a particular client, especially these 2 areas. And this helps us to know when we have started work, because sometimes it might go beyond 1 financial year. Then the file should have an area to record the type of work and who has done that work. A type of work meaning the service that we offer. Now if we are a sole trader, for example, I'm the only one handling the whole business on my own, then this part is simple to maintain because I'm all in all. In circumstances, however, when we have an employee, for example, an administrator, and if the administrator also does a part of the work for the client which is chargeable, then we should have a section within this area of the file to record the administrator's work as well. The rates to be charged section of the file is the important section of the file because it is here where money matters. It is here where we record our standard rate and the discounts that we give to the clients. This is the base of the file, the cornerstone as I call. And on this is built the superstructure of accounting for a particular client. If you don't have a rate, then a client's account will just not work. Service and travel, well, I have identified these because most businesses charge separately or differently for the service that they offer or do and the travel that they make or do to deliver that service. Now, some businesses may have more than these. My implication here is that if the business has this kind of identification, then they should be separately structured in this part of the file. The service area of the file means what we have done, and when we have done, how long we have done, and the cost implication of that work that we have done. In this screenshot, I'm going to take you through a list in a periodic way. That means the financial areas. The file should have an area to record the current financial year. And within that structure, there should be a place to record the current month's figures regarding advance demands and payments and invoice demands and payments. Then for the previous months of the current financial year, advance and invoice demands and payments. Previous years. Well, you would agree that sometimes we do have clients who have been with us for more than 1 financial year. For instance, I can have a client with whom I am doing business for the last 2-3 years. In such a situation, it is always good to have the past year's balance of accounts, that means the balance of demand and payments, somewhere within the current client account file so that we know the totality of the business we have done with that client. It gives us a good idea of our business. And followed from this, we have this section in the file, which I call as the roll-on account of the client, because this simply means the sum total of that and that. Herein, we will be able to know the exact status in the accounts of a particular client. And finally, the VAT implications. Now, if we are liable for VAT, meaning we charge VAT on clients or to clients, then we should have this structure in the client account file where we can record this. However, in my understanding, even if we are not liable for VAT, it is always good to have a structure in the file, so if it is needed in future, we can record that transaction or charges as well. So these are the requirements which I feel basically I have realized in my work that they are really important and helpful to be present in any client account file. They give me a good idea of a particular client's accounts. It may be not directly related to your way of business. However, I feel that you'll agree that having these in a client account file will be really helpful to understand where we stand or the status. I thank you very much for your patience of going through this video with me. And as I mentioned, in my next video, I'm going to show you one of the files to demonstrate the components and the structures. And I look forward to having you then. Thank you.